Hey guys, it's Dan back with another graphic novel review, and this time I'm here to review Dying is Easy, written by Joe Hill. And I have to first off say I'm glad that Joe Hill is branching out and using other illustrators and, collaborating with other artists. So, yeah, this is illustrated by a guy named Martin Simmons. Now, this is a crime thriller, which, I wanted to share this review, for the simple reason that I know there's other fans of Joe Hill's out there like me, and they want to know when Joe Hill writes something new, and they want to check it out. And I felt like this one was kind of downplayed. I never really heard too many people talking about this book, so I wanted to go and check it out myself. To figure, and this is published by IDW Publishing, by the way. But, I wasn't super impressed with this. I felt like this was kind of underwhelming, guys. Let's get into, the main character is an ex-police officer, ex-cop turned comedian. And he's a bad comedian, I guess. So he's not that great of a comedian. One of the things that was different about... I love the use of color in this book. I love the fact that I'm getting to get a little taste of Joe Hill's other tropes that he's trying out. But I really, by the end of the time I got finished reading this, I feel like Joe Hill is not that great at writing crime thrillers. If you really want to check out a good crime thriller, you need to go look up Ed Brubaker, because his stuff is phenomenal in comparison. Joe Hill should probably stick to writing horror. I didn't feel like this was one of his stronger works. But this one, it does involve a murder mystery, and this guy, Sid Talkshit Holmes, is what he's known as, gets fingered as the guy who's responsible for this murder, and he goes out on the run because he knows, being an ex-cop, people are going to be out to get him if he gets arrested, and, he has to prove his innocence and all that, but it kind of looks like he's the one who did it, and it just draws out, it's kind of like an action, a little bit action too. But one of my faults with this book that really kind of helped me not really enjoy it as much as the artwork. The artwork, some of the faces look really defined, and then there's other times where they're just really kind of crudely drawn. And, for instance, sometimes the main character looked like Frankenstein's monster, and I was like, wow, there was, minimal effort put into the drawing of the character's face, which kind of turned me off. I mean, it kind of turned me off. And it wasn't just that. I just felt like, to be honest, I felt like Joe Hill is his crime writing is not, it's not up to par. It's not it's not like his horror stuff. I mean, I know one other person who read and reviewed this, and he really enjoyed it. So I'm going to say it's up to you whether you're going to like this or not. This is just my opinion. I just thought this was okay. I gave this one a 3 out of 5 star rating on Goodreads. If you want to check it out, just know that it's out there, because I wanted to talk about it, because I don't feel like this has been kind of downplayed in comparison to the DC Black Label books, the Hill House books that are coming out. So I think this one kind of fell under the radar. This came out back in September 2020. And like I said, I have yet to hear many people really talk about it or show it. I only saw one other person that had a picture of this, and I was like, oh, hey, yeah, I literally just read that, and I commented my opinions on the book, and this guy thought otherwise. But, it is what it is. You gotta have to go and check it out and read it for yourself. For those of you guys in the U.S., I will have a link to Amazon for you to pick this up. For you guys outside the U.S., I will have a link to bookshop.org to find it closer to you. If you got anything out of this video, leave me a comment. If you have any questions or your thoughts are different on this book, maybe you've already read it and you thought differently. Like I said, just my opinion. Donate a coffee or two. Help me get some energy and some motivation. But that's all I got for you guys. If you came here looking for graphic novel, trade paperback reviews, please hit that subscribe button, and while you're there, hit that notification bell. This has been Dan. You have been you. Hopefully 2021 is going to be much better than 2020. Stay healthy and be good to each other.